how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys see by the title, we're going to be talking about 1-8 right here. Justin Jefferson, our star ex-receiver, taken 22nd overall in last season's draft. I think he deserves the Deandre Hopkins treatment when it comes to getting him his touches. This is kind of something I've been sitting on the entire offseason. If you look at Jefferson, you look at his game, he can do it all. He meets the ball at a very high point. He's got strong hands during contested catches, especially the 50-50 balls. He's phenomenal. And for a kind of slender guy, it's kind of shocking that he can get up and kind of outman people for a football that's in midair. We all know about his route running, and I think the thing that kind of sticks out to me is just the tenacity, the kind of ambition he has to be great. The play that always stands out to me, Monday night in Chicago, he gets a huge third down. As he's finishing the run, he stiff arms Eddie Jackson into the ground. That kind of play always sticks out to me as who is Justin Jefferson, is that Chicago Bears game and that one certain play. Now, as the title says, I think he deserves the DeAndre Hopkins treatment. They should treat him like DeAndre Hopkins. He's the best receiver on the team. I understand Thielen is great, but he is getting a little older. I mean, Jefferson posted on his Instagram story, actually, when it was Thielen's birthday, I believe like 2 or 3 days ago. It was like, happy birthday, old man. And I'm not saying Thielen can't get it done. I love Thielen. But the Vikings offense, it has to be just based around Jefferson and then obviously Cook. But the passing game, everything has to go through him. Every adjustment that the defense has to make should be within stopping 18. And I'm not even doing this to be selfish towards Jefferson's own statistical purposes by, I want like Jefferson go get 1,700 yards or whatever it may be. I think this is the best way the Vikings offense becomes explosive. If you come out weeks 1 through 5, or whatever you may say, or weeks 1 through 6 before the bye, and you look up and Jefferson has around 12 targets a game, which is already up almost 200% from his 7.8 targets a game he was averaging last year, it kind of sets a tone for the league. And then it comes with the ability. If you are going to set a tone by getting him 12 to 15 targets a game early on, he's going to get it done. It's not like you would be restricting yourself by giving him this sort of superstar wide receiver treatment. By doing this, you're almost embracing who he is. You're embracing that first-round pick you took on him. Jefferson would make Kirk Cousins' life so much easier if they treated him like a number one. And they said, and I'm not just saying a number one, I'm saying a number one receiver in the league. Like, they treat him like Davante Adams. They treat him like DeAndre Hopkins. They treat him like Stephon Diggs. And listen, this is in the back of my mind. I can't really get it out of my mind, and this is a very negative way to think. It's a very pessimistic way to think about this Justin Jefferson situation, because I should be super excited, super enthused on who he is and how he plays. One thing that scares me, he looks at Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs just came out, the top 100 players. He was 11th in the league as a wide receiver. That was 3rd on the list. And a little part of me thinks that Jefferson may be looking at the Diggs situation and being like, yes, Diggs put up really good numbers in Minnesota. He was always consistent, but he was never the number one guy in a pass-first offense, in an offense where they treat him like Davante Adams and DeAndre Hopkins. And he could be looking at Diggs and being like, damn, I could go put up 1,500 yards a year. And I understand Jefferson put up 1,400 last year in a run-first offense, which would show how talented he is. But there's just a little part of me that he's looking at that Diggs situation, and I know he'll never come out and say it. I know he'll never even sniff this. I know he's probably not even thinking about this himself right now. But I'm just saying, in years down the line, that's something that's a little shaky for me. So I say this year, weeks 1 through 6, you get him 12 to 15 targets, and then here's the beauty of it. It opens up everything else for the rest of the team. So let's say you're coming out of that bye and you see Jefferson, first 6 games, he got 750 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's having a great year. And then you got Sunday night versus Dallas. And let's just say all the attention's to stopping number 18 and Dalvin Cook. Let's just say they we're stopping Dalvin 18. I don't think many teams can, but let's just say they somehow do. Then you get Irv Smith one-on-one with a linebacker. You get Adam Thielen one-on-one with a DB in the red zone. That DB is getting cooked. You even have guys like KJ Osborne getting one-on-one with the 3rd or 4th corner. That's going to be all day. I mean, that would be all day in my opinion. Especially when not a lot of these teams have a good 3rd corner. That's the number one kind of main staple in the NFL right now. The team's third corner is not that talented. I don't know what it is. I feel like a lot of teams got one or two guys, and then like the third guy could be good, but he's not. I mean, he's a third corner for a reason. When like these other teams in the league, you look at the top-heavy offenses. You look at the Buccaneers. Their third wide receiver is Antonio Brown. You look at the Chiefs. Their third option is always some like McCole Hardman after Kelsey and Hill. That's a tough one-on-one battle for a DB. Now you look at the Bills. Their third guy is going to be Cole Beasley or Emmanuel Sanders. And if you start adding that layer where you get a lot of attention on 18, it opens up the entire offense. And also, the number one thing, be explosive. He's explosive. I don't think there's no crazy game plan that shows, listen, I could hop in the film. I could hop in all 22 and show you guys, here are some plays where Jefferson can be explosive. He's just going to make explosive plays. You get him the ball, whether it's 5 yards past line of scrimmage or 30 yards past line of scrimmage, you get the ball early and often this season. I think it can set up the kind of the offensive mojo for the entire year. I want to see this kid dominate. I think he has the potential to dominate. This is not me being biased towards a Vikings player or me. This is me honestly looking out for the betterment of the team, and I think you got somebody that's crazy special right here and somebody crazy special in your backfield. They can't stop both. Get him being a number one target fantasy receiver. And everybody, if they do this, just to let you know, take Justin Jefferson in your fantasy football drafts. He's going to have a big season if they listen to what I'm kind of putting out right now. But I really do. I think they should really focus on him getting the ball early and often throughout the year. Let me know what you guys think down below. Skol Vikes, Jefferson, he deserves to be treated like a top receiver in the league. See you guys next time.